Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Miller setting the throw. Starts the game off with a pick, just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down. Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively? They'll throw, 3rd and long. Is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Ready.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, in it for the first time. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready. Viking 18. Bronco 80. Check left.
Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A couple of yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
He's got a man left. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Rolling into enemy territory. And he's all the way across midfield down the inside that 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington Commanders 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 22. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Commanders getting their first red zone look. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Forced out to his right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels throwing on third. Complete beyond the marker. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Krosky Merritt. And he ends up losing yards. This is out of bounds for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
18, come. Ready.
Defense showing blitz. Daniels. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Daniels, third and goal. And it's going to be dropped off for Krosky Merritt. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop them.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap to Miller. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That one intended for Trey McBride. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. From the gun, Miller. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And the hit is made, so they bend to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much.
It's a fake direct snap to the up man. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Now running out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Air it out on 3rd. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. They love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Miller to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Miller's going to throw here. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught. This is Edison. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cardinal 1st down.
The give now to Benson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. So now they're in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back getting ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And the shotgun, Miller. Finds his fullback. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook is wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing Miller. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start to fight back with their first points of this game. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Starting on the grounds here, Kronsky Merritt. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Panther 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Now Daniels off the play action. That pass is caught by Bell. Room up the sideline now at the 40. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Daniels setting up the play action. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
Hiking 18. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Miller back to throw. He's across the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First down, Arizona.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking from the pistol, it's Miller. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. To the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions.
That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Warriors 70. 19 Lions.
Second down and 10. Daniel running right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Come on.
42-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
70 Rangers. Get it. 79 Broncos. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Ready.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Panther 60 Vikings. 6 Panther 11. Panther 11. Check up.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, check that. Street.
Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13.
Pat the street. 60 Eagles. Hey, smash Broncos.
Play action now. Daniels. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Cardinals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. From the gun, Miller taking a deep shot here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Miller. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And all right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Back to throw it. And this one is launched downfield. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. Set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's get alert! Alert! Ready, right?
Now it gives to Krosky Merritt, running left. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
Kicks away from one. They cross the 40 on a nice run, and they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Daniels now on first down. Hits him on the out route. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
Going power with a big tight end. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Trucchiano to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Miller to the air. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they'll stop him here right before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now an inside give to Benson. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
And the Cardinals first down. Gets a gain of 10. And the Cardinals
Staying on the ground with Benson. We'll cobble together a yard there. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. Working quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup.
Miller setting the throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
60 Vikings. 6.
Handoff right side for Koski Merritt. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down from the 42.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's got it over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Rolling out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Headed out right. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
39-yard line.
So not the result that Jonathan Gannon was hoping for. His challenge unsuccessful.
Ready?
Frosky Mara on his own read. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Hiking 18. Go check, go check. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players.
Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 16-point ball game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Now begin this drive with Benson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sidelines.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You can play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem was this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going on 1st down, Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Benson now from the gun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Out of the shotgun, Miller. Finds his man. It's Mario Douglas. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing Miller. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride, and it sets up second down. Miller back to throw. Looking underneath here, Benson. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Pass for 11. 70 range. 70 range. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Still sticking with the passing game. Brought in close to the 8. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Dragon 6. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's trying to push the field. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Defense couldn't hang on to the interception. Can they make a stand here on 3rd and short? Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. We got the football drop, but not the first, and that stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He finds him beyond the marker. And His short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey. Liking it.
Daniels setting up the play action. Connects with the open man downfield. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
First and goal, Krosky Merritt. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders put up even more points in a win.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. Throwing is Miller. Taken in by Tim Ryman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Still momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The play fake, Miller. Has a big strike to Addison. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Miller on play action. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing again on second and 10. Finds his target, Ryman. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Benson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Miller's going to throw here. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Cut. Ready?
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Let's go. 60-inch. Shot alert. Trap alert. Get up.
He's going to run again here with Kronsky Merritt. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders nearing their first win of the season. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Third. Ready. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready.
Daniels from the pistol. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Counter play. Brown. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're going to pass it here. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buying some time right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Buying some time left. Catch made. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. Let go.
Daniels now. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Commanders keep running away with this. So So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Omaha. Shoot.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.